going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of MFC Garage. Today we're going to showcase to you a product that you probably don't know much about because not too many people have it and they don't know the availability or the functionality behind it. So we have a Hurst Shifter that we take an off-the-shelf unit, bring it into our milling machines, adjust the milling end stop on the internal portion, and then mill it out and bore it out so it adapts to our shifters that are in our vehicles. This again is another 5-minute install. The video is going to be also short, but we want to showcase to you every one of our products going forward, and this is a great way to start it. So take a look at this video and we'll show you everything that you need to install it. And basically it's a real cut and dry simple solution. You remove the boot, remove the factory shifter, put this one on, put the boot back on. Stay tuned, take a look, and let us know what you think. So we're going to start with the disassembly of the factory shifter. We're going to take a thin point style flathead right here, and what you do is you wedge it between the chrome ring and the leather. You're not going to mark up the leather at all. Once you get it in there, you wedge it, and then you just basically pry down to remove the ring. What that does is gives you access to the screws that are on both the left hand and the right hand side of the shifter. And these are Torx 6-point, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do and which style one you need to remove both of these in a second. To remove these two screws, you're going to use a T20 Torx, one on each side. Very simple. You remove one. Remove the other. And the nice thing about these shifters is there's no overdrive electrical knob built in. It's actually the transmission gearing is your overdrive. So now that we remove these two and we have the ring clear, all you got to do is pull the factory one up, just like that. So now we're going to take the Hurst shifter, and there's a set screw that tightens down on the factory piece right here, on the factory shaft. The set screw is a 32nd Allen key, so you're just going to loosen that up, just so you can slide it all the way down. Just like that. And then you would set screw right there. But first we want to get the factory boot off. So the best way to do that is to grab, you're going to want to grab the leather and just try and separate the leather from the plastic trim all the way around, and it comes right out. This plastic trim ring. Last time we did this, you gotta basically break the plastic clip so it slides forward. So this has to be removed. Just like so. Now invert it, you'll see that the chrome piece pop right out. Toss that to the side. And that chrome piece now gives way to a little bit more of the leather. And now back to the inverted side, this plastic piece can come right out. It takes a little finagling because it is glued a little bit, but you'll see. So now that the plastic piece is removed, the boot is free and clear. So you're going to see exactly how we're going to put that onto your shifter. So what you get with your shifter is a little zip tie, and we're going to show you that in one quick second. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the factory boot, put it back over the shifting rod, but we're not going to lock it into place yet. So you're just going to let it freestand. Then you're going to take the Hurst Shifter, make sure the set screw right there is free and clear so it can slide all the way up and down. And now you're going to do it to the point where it stops. See how it has a little bit of a pushback? That's the actual mechanism that allows you to shift. So you do not want to set it down when it's pushed all the way down, because then you won't be able to shift. You want to be able to shift when it's just sitting on top of the spring actuated mechanism. So make sure you have the shifter in position. Take your 1/32 Allen key and tighten down on it. You don't want to overstrip it because of the fact when it comes time to tightening down, originally we said it was 1/32. 1/32 works perfect when the set screw is loose, but if you want to tighten it down and get some torque on there, it's better to use a 2.5 millimeter Allen key. So you're nice and good. It's all right. Earlier we told you to use a 1/32 to get in here and loosen that, and that works good when there's no torque being applied. But when there's torque, you really want to get in there with a 2.5 millimeter Allen key, because that is what solidly hits up all 6 points. So we're tightening it up. We don't want to overscrew it, but now it's torqued. Now the best way to get the boot wrapped up over this section is pull this up as far as it'll go. And we're going to get a zip tie and wrap it around right here. Now that we have our zip tie, we're going to wrap it around. Make sure it's nice and tight all the way around. Make sure that's pulled all the way up. And now that we have it tight, clean that up and bring the boot down. Put it into the retention tabs, just like so. You've got yourself a beautiful Hurst Shifter. Make sure there's free play, and we're going to turn it on and show you it goes through all the gears. In park, e-brake is off. Beautiful. We're gonna go reverse, neutral, drive, and you can still do your sport shift for your max gear that you want to be in and your lowest gear that you want to be in. But now, going back into park, and let's look at the EVIC screen. No errors. We're in reverse. Put it into drive. Just as so. There you go.